Morning everyone, I thought today I would do a day in the life vlog. So just show you what sort of exercise I get up to, what I'm eating, things like that. I quite like watching these videos, I'm quite nosy, so hopefully you'll enjoy the same. I've got 2 ballet classes this morning. I've got a beginner's point class and then I've got my RID intermediate class after that as well. If you can hear padding about, it's just my dog on the tiles. Yeah, so these classes are both with kids. These classes are both with teenagers, and sometimes it's a bit annoying that they're better than me, and sometimes it just gives me a push to work harder. Like last week in point, I could not do anything, partly because I have really weak feet and partly because I'd wrecked my toes in modern and scraped all the skin off, so I just had painful blisters all over my toes. So I've really been practicing and working on my strength this week, so hopefully I'll be better. And then in intermediate, I'm working towards doing the exam, so I get a lot of corrections in that class, quite a bit more than I do normally. My main correction is to slow down, so my goal this week is to not get that correction. I normally work Saturday evenings, but I've had the week off, which has been quite nice. So hopefully I'll get some housework done and then possibly go to the gym or go swimming or something. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so here's my breakfast of this morning. Normally I have porridge on Saturdays just to give me a bit of energy, but I really don't feel like it this morning. So instead I've got Weetabix with blue milk, because that's the only milk worth drinking. Some apple juice, there's not a lot there because I've just finished off the packet, or the bottle rather, and then a banana as well. I've just got ready for ballet. I've put my hair up in a bun with a bun net for a change. It's just getting to that length where it's falling out if I just put it up with a hairband. And I can't have it in a ponytail because my neck gets so sweaty and it just sticks and it's ugh. So I've got black leotard with a fancy back, I don't know if you can see that. Pink tights, and then this nice blue fishy skirt which came from Etsy originally. I have also packed my black shorts just because sometimes these wrap skirts just decide to fall off and I can't bother with it anymore. So my chest infection's sort of hanging around in the background. I have occasional coughing fits. I don't feel awful, but I can definitely feel my energy is a bit zapped at the moment. And I am allergic to something because the right side of my face is all red and blotchy and the left side of my face is all red and bumpy. So it's a great look for me. Okay, so I'm back from ballet now, but the back of my leotard is still dripping wet. It's gross and covered in sweat, really. It was a good couple of classes. I did the most on point that I've done so far. I did quite well with my relevés, managed a few passes. A few of my relevé passes were quite dodgy. I tried doing a bit in centre, because the only way to get better at doing point in centre is to do point in centre. But it hurts and I'm not very good at it. And also my point shoes were being a pain. Normally it's my toes that give up, but today it was my heels. Because I've got drawstrings that go all the way around and they tighten up at the heel. I had them too tight originally and they were digging in, so I loosened them up. And now they're too loose. And so I tightened them back up again and now they're too tight and it was painful and I thought I'd just give up at this point. And I thought I'd rather learn the dance and do the dance in my regular shoes than, you know, just sort of hurt myself doing them on my point shoes. And then we had intermediate and we were working on our relaxation. So for those who don't know, in the RID vocational grades, they have a section during the middle of the allegros where the examiner will just give you a combination of steps that you've got to learn. Then you know what the steps are, so it's just be pas de bourrées or sissons or assemblées or whatever, but you say I want you to do a pas de bourrée over followed by an assemblée under or something, and she'll give you some arms and some music and then you just perform it for her. So we did a bit of practice on that. And then we had the option of learning an allegro or going through the dance, and they were working on variation 1. I don't like variation 1, I'd rather do variation 2, so I chose the allegro and all that jumping has left me very knackered. Okay, here's my chicken curry for lunch. And then for pudding I have a very sorry looking M&M cookie. It's the last one of the bunch. Now I'm going to relax and watch a bit of Netflix. I'm currently watching The Good Place, which is a comedy with Ted Danson and Kristen Bell in it. And it's done by the same people that did Parks and Rec, so it's quite good. I'm back from taking Barney on his walk, and normally this is where I get ready to go to work and do a late shift, but I've got the week off, so instead of that I'm going to be doing housework and doing all the hoovering I've been putting off doing all week, so that'll be fun. A little bit of stress I didn't need. Work thought I was working this evening, and I booked it off several months ago. My parents have been on holiday, and so there's been nobody to look after my dog. So I thought, why not just take the time off and enjoy the evening with him instead? And fortunately, work have all got it sorted out. They've done that really quite quickly, so that's quite good of them. But it seems to happen every time I book holiday off. It never seems to work out properly. But so I've got all the housework done, and I've also filmed a couple of videos, which is why I've changed. I'm also wearing tights and shorts, ballet tights and shorts at the moment. And my dog is eating in the background, so he's been making a lot of noise today. And now I'm going to go and do dinner. So I've actually got some soya mince, which I'm going to try. I'm not veggie or vegan or anything, but I've just gone off beef mince at the moment. I think I have it so often that I just fancy a change. I've also eaten a bag of minstrels as a snack, so I'm not too hungry at the moment, but I want to go swimming later, so I need to eat this now and let it go down. Okay, so this is my chilli bubbling away. I'm got to say, I'm quite impressed. It looks quite good. If I didn't think about it or didn't know it was soy mince rather than regular mince, I wouldn't really be able to tell. So if you look at it, it is a bit grainier and there's no sort of like lumps and there's no grease coming out of it. So if I'm cooking it, cooking wise, I could tell it was different. But just appearance wise, it just looks like cheap falling apart mince. And I've decided I'm just going to eat it with toast, because I'm being lazy and can't bother to wait for anything to cook with it. And I had rice lunchtime and rice yesterday evening anyway, so why not have some bread? I like bread. So I will give you an update when I've eaten it to let you know how it tastes. Okay, so that's my dinner finished. I was actually quite impressed with the soy. I thought I'd be able to taste it, or that it'd be disgusting, and it was actually alright. I mean, you could tell the texture wasn't meat, but you couldn't taste the soy at all. I think I just had so many other ingredients in there. You can really tell. It was a bit mushy, so sort of like undercooked vegetables seemed to be the main texture, like a bit of crunchy onion or carrot. If I did it again, I would definitely have a proper carb with it rather than toast on the side, because I did think you needed something with it rather than just having it plain. And I also realised once I'd started cooking, I didn't have any kidney beans, so I had to use mixed beans in a spicy sauce, and it had chickpeas in it. And I don't like chickpeas, so I've picked them out. So I've just taken my hair out of a bun, so it's feeling really big and poofy at the moment. I'm actually surprised how well it lasts, considering it was a half-assed attempt. It had 4 pins in it. But as I say, considering I normally sort of have to do my hair up about 4 or 5 times during a ballet class, I'm definitely going to carry on doing this in future. But right now I'm off to the gym and I'm going to do a bit of swimming. And I'll probably spend more time in the sauna and steam room than actually in the pool, but it's still enjoyable, so let's go do that. Last bit of relaxing before I'm back at work tomorrow. I've just come back from swimming and had a shower. It was actually nice and quiet today, so that was lovely. Very relaxing. Went to the jacuzzi and the sauna and the steam room too. So now I'm just about to have some melon, and then I will be getting into my pyjamas. So I hope you enjoyed this vlog. It was a pretty typical Saturday off for me. Ballet in the morning, walking the dog in the afternoon, and swimming in the evening. I'm really quite tired now, so I'm off to bed. See you later. Bye.